와, 얘 진짜 왜 이러니? 이거 아직도 이것도 지금 루트 안 끝난 건가? 아직 그거 안 끝난 건가? 아니 자기 맘대로 막 게임을 리셋하고 막.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
아니 이제 문이 없어 이제.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
돌아가자고 다시?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
어? 돌아가니까 다른 길이 나오네요.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
지 맘대로 막 맵을 바꾸고.
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
버그 쓰지 말란 얘기인가?
Win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
아, 또
I don't care
재시작.
what might happen this time. I have to restart.
지 맘대로 재시작해. 아예 바닥에다가 루트를 그려놨네 이제 이 새끼가.
All right, I've got a solution.
스탠리 패러블의 어드벤처 라인.
Don't get lost. I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
이거 게임 이것도 게임에 나와 있는 그 길 GPS 시스템 같은 거 패러디하는 것 같은데. 게임들 보면 이렇게 막 길 알려주는 데드 스페이스 같은 거 보면 길 쭉 알려주잖아. 그런 거 패러디한 건가? 원래 왜 일로 가지? 야 절로 한번 가볼까? 반대로? 에이씨 몰라.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
어? 아무것도 없어요. 그거 따라가야 되나 본데 결국엔 라인을. 그러니까 일직선 진행 게임을 비꼬는 건가? 아니면 내비게이션 시스템이 있는 게임을 비꼬는 건지는 잘 모르겠는데. 이건 분위기.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
결말을 향해 전진.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward,
내가 왜 이렇게
are we implying
이거대로
a
따라가고
journey
있지?
such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
뭐야 이거? 뭐야 이거? 끝이 없다 끝이.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
양치식물? 이거?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
이걸 왜 보라는 얘기지?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
이거 왜 이래? 어? 이거 어디로? 다시 여기. 아니야, 여기 안 갈 거야. 저쪽으로 가는 길이 있었거든. 아이씨. 잠깐만, 저기 내 사무실이잖아. 아이씨. 아, 여기 내 사무실이잖아. 처음에 시작한데. 결국에는 뺑뺑 돌아서 결국에 엔딩은 여기란 얘긴가?
Oh no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us?
또 진짜.
After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
아니야, 이 루트 아직도 안 끝났어. 와. 이거 아직도 있어. 이거 엔딩이
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
맞네, 일직선 진행 게임 까는
This all
거네.
sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
웬일로 얘가 반대로 하라 그러지?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
뭐냐 이거 지금?
I'm ready for it.
무한 루프다 이거. 아니네.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
라인 또
Just
있어.
don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
저기로 올라갈 수는 없으니까. 처음 보는 곳이다.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
왼쪽은 안 열리나? 그냥 오른쪽으로 가라 그러면 될 거를 말을 베베 꼬아가지고 어렵게 얘기를 하고. 컨퓨전 엔딩.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
이거 알고리즘이잖아.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
이게 지금 타임라인이지. 메인터넌스 룸에서 시작해서 모니터룸으로 가서 엔드업. 그 나레이터가 재시작을 게임하고 첫 번째 리스타트를 하고 두 번째 모든 알고리즘을 다 적어놨어요.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing wall.
8번 재시작.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be.
애프터 마지막에 스탠리 다이.
Keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
뭐야?
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
뭐야? 강제? 강제 재시작. 나레이션이 안 하니까 제작자가 강제로 재시작했나?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
책상을 어떻게 타? 아, 여길로? 아까 올라간대? 여기다가 아까 어떻게 올라갔었지? 아까 올라갔었는데? 됐다. 안 가지는데? 가진다. 이거 떨어지는데 이렇게 하면? 죽는 거 아니에요?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
뭐야? 예스하고 저게 내가 나왔던 창문인가 보네. 다 하얀색이야. 선택을 하는 것 같은데. 예스.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now.
이게 뭐가 웃기다고.
Just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
나를 오랫동안 버티는지 본다는데?
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
감옥이야 무슨?
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons.
재시작하라 이거야
He
나보고?
pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence
재시작이 안 돼.
quite terrible. And if you are not strong
아 이건
and
된다.
keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become
재시작 안 하고
unbearable.
버틸 수 있나 보자 그러고 이놈이 노래 부르는 거지. 고통받아라 막 이러면서. 곡감님 팬가입 고맙습니다. 무슨 감옥이야 진짜 정신병원에 있는. 자장가 같기도 하고. 아 버티기 힘든데? 아 이거 얼마나 버텨야 되니? 진짜 재시작 해야 돼? 케어 TT야 고맙다. 그 4시간짜리는 봤어요. 그건 포기했고. 끝났다. 끝났다. 말이 없는데? 헬로우? 진짜 재시작하란 얘기 같은데?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
대사가 좀 틀린 것 같기도
When
하고.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
이쪽에 루트가 하나 더 있나?
This was not the correct way to the
지하로
meeting room,
가는
and
길
Stanley knew it
말고
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
여기서 왼쪽으로 가서 왼쪽으로 바로.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
여기로 아까
walked straight
내려갔었는데.
ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
여기는 아까 왔던 데인데.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
청소방에도 엔딩이 있어요? 여기에?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
계속 말을 하는데 얘가?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
신고우님이 팬가입을 통 크게 가입하셨네요. 고맙습니다.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
지나쳤습니다. 라고 말했다.
Literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
그래서 개겨봐 한번 개겨봐.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
한번 붙어보자고.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid.
이제 나 깐다.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
이제 날
You got to
죽이네.
this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
야, 디스 엄청나게 하네.
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
그 또는
It's
그녀는
indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
안 나갈 거야, 이 새끼야. 안 나가.
Ah, second player. It's good to have
두
you on
번째
board.
플레이어.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
다시 들어가야지.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
이제 개기는 거 안 되나? 쟤 포기한 거 같은데? 나한테 진 거. 내가 정신 승리했어. 나레이션한테. 끝난 것 같아. 근데 여기는 왔던 데라.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
아까 내려가서 다 받고 올라가면 그것도 2845인가 뭐 그 비밀번호 또 얘기하겠지? 베스룸. 화장실이다. Because the boss know what the boss say goes if the boss is up 저 보스 뭔 소리야? 여기 아무것도 없어. 여기도 열어지나? 여기도 열어진다. 엘리베이터가 있고. 땡롱. 뭔가 상쾌한 음악이. 왜 나레이션이 안 나오지? 무섭게. 나레이션이 방금 이랬어. 이 새끼 지금 뭔가 흥얼거리고 있어. 봐봐봐, 뭐 말해. 와, 뭐야 왜 엘리베이터가. 뭐야. 똑같은데? 낙서? 위로 가는 거? 아이씨. 똑같아. 다 똑같아. 다른 게 없는데. 아까는 내가 내려갔었나요? 똑같아. 위로 가는 거? 틀리기만 해봐 아주 그냥. 아무것도 없잖아. 똑같아. 뭉둘님 팬가 고맙습니다. 아무것도 없어. 없잖아. 마지막 화장실. 똑같아.
Stepping in.
어? 망했다. 망했다. 어? 아니네. 여긴 다시 돌아가는 길이고, 원래 들어가야지 정상적인 진행인데 망했어. 여기로 가면 다시 내 사무실. 어? 어쩌라는 거야? 프로젝터도 꺼져 있지. 나레이션이 안 나오니까 다 잠겼어요. 와, 이거 어떡해. 뭐 재시작밖엔 답이 없나? 뭐 말이라도 나와줬으면 좋겠는데 안 나와. 다 잠겼어. 이거 완전히 망했어. 와, 진짜 사진? 아이씨, 낚는 애들이 하도 많아서 안 돼. 여기도 안 돼. 근데 이거 믿을 건 그거밖에 없는데, 사진. 사진이 없는데, 근데? 아니잖아. 이거 완전 낚였네. 아씨. 버그 걸린 것 같은데. 원래 아까 저기서 문이 저희가 닫히기 전에 내가 빠져나갔어야 되나봐. 여기서 아까 문이 이렇게 닫히기 전에 나갔어야 되는데 내가 나가려는 순간에 문이 확 닫혀버려가지고. 게임이 심오한 게임이야.